little communist analysis.
It's not just some, it's capitalism.
Yeah.
You mean capitalism is good? Is that what do you mean?
No. Capitalism is the problem.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Read.
Okay.
All right.
So what's wrong with capitalism?
I'm a communist. I'm for communism. Real
Really?
communism, not Soviet socialism, not Cuban socialism. Communism.
Communism.
Fight for communism.
How can I achieve that?
Well, listen, we got to fight for revolution.
Yeah, but
Some of the
how?
things the Cubans and the Soviets did were good. We got to make a revolution.
Have you ever been to the Soviet Union?
What?
Have you ever been to the Soviet Union?
I have not been to the Soviet Union. I've read about the Soviet Union. Here.
I've been to.
You've been there.
And I will not
Where,
go
Soviet
back.
Union?
76,
76,
80,
yeah.
83.
Right.
How was it?
Was
Did you like the Soviet Union?
Was it communism? It wasn't communism.
And I've been to Cuba.
So-
It's not
And I've been to
communism.
Cuba as well.
It's not communism.
And
No,
I'm
well,
French and I'm a big socialist, but it's challenging. Yeah?
It's challenging.
So when you are in
It's a big challenge.
Yeah, so I mean, I had a hard time to say that it was doing well.
Yeah. But listen, look at what we have.
Sure, I
Look
know,
at
I
this.
know.
Is this the
beautiful
solution?
buildings. Did we have it?
Is this the
Do they have?
solution?
Yeah, but do they have that in Cuba?
What?
Do they have that in Cuba?
No, but you know what they
Yes,
have? They have.
They will.
They have the,
They
now
have
they're
some.
building it
They have some already.
for tourists.
Because for tourists.
And
But
for the
why is that?
wealthy. The people, the ruling
Wait,
class
wait.
in Cuba have a lot of money.
There's ruling class in Cuba.
Yeah.
Then what's wrong with their revolution and if they're ruling?
I think there were problems from the very beginning. When we went through the Museum of the Revolution in Cuba, in Havana and then in Santiago, my sentiment was that they didn't really fight for the working class.
But what is your sense?
That they didn't really fight for the working class. Their politics.
In Cuba.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. Castro was there since what? Late
59.
1950s, right?
Yeah, 59.
And for like over more than half a century, they were doing everything wrong. I'm just confused.
Yeah, I think they made mistakes.
For like 3 generations almost, they did everything wrong. So
But we have to learn from it, right?
I agree, but what have we learned from that? You were in
Well-
Cuba actually, so did you learn anything? How the system can be changed? I'm
Yes.
curious.
Yeah.
What would you
Yeah.
suggest?
That the political line that you've got to take when you're fighting is got to be a pro-working class communist line. It can't be a nationalist line that says country or die, which is a lot of the politics that we saw.
I mean,
Yeah.
la revolución o la muerte, or something, la morte, right?
The revolution or die is better
Right.
than country or die, yeah.
So, but how can I change that? I mean, what can you do differently? It always baffles me when somebody.
I mean, some of it. Like we started looking at the Soviet Union 30 years ago and saying, what did they do
challenge
that turned
orchestrate
revolution
against race,
back into capitalism?
Uh-huh.
And so some of the things we looked at are summarized here. Things that we thought that they had done wrong.
in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
So
And
what did they do wrong in the Soviet Union?
they maintain wages. They
As opposed to, if there are no wages, if you go to buy some bread, what are you going to buy it with if there are no wages?
get what you need.
Just
contribute.
walk inside the store and just, there's nobody there, bread is all over the place, cars lining up
You
the
have to
streets.
figure out how we're going to do it, but you can't have wages because
So-
it maintains inequality.
But that's what's baffling. For 100 years, no one has ever figured it out yet.
So
100
and we're continuing to.
So for another 100 years, another 5 years, when do you think you're going to stop trying? See, the problem with that, is that if it were like innocent experiments, I would have been okay with it. But because of all these experiments in social engineering, 100 million people perished, innocent people, and you're okay with that? I'm just curious.
There were famines repeatedly in Russia. But listen, I want to go talk to some of the people too. Why don't you give me $1, take a copy of Challenge, read about it.
But that's capitalism. When you're selling a newspaper, you
We
sell
don't get
breads of.
money. We live under capitalism. And therefore we need to get money to pay for the things that we got to do.
But how about if you start socialism with yourself? Just give it for free.
I don't
Can you
want
take it for free?
socialism.
Communism even better. Can I get it for free? This
No,
paper?
because you haven't contributed anything yet.
You didn't what? Yeah, we haven't achieved. So first you have to use capitalism to reach communism. It's kind of interesting,
Yeah.
no?
Adams just passed by. I was talking to him. Came back. It turns out it's Adams.
Come on.
destroying it.
So what is this? You're saying capitalism is destroying? What?
Yeah,
This is
and this is fascism has come to power. Why don't you take it and
Sure.
come to the film
Sure.
showing tomorrow?
But what is it? Is it a book?
Bookstore, Revolution
Ah, it's a
Books.
bookstore, Revolution.
And then we're showing this film tomorrow.
Copy of Revolution.
We have to keep fighting. We have to organize. United, we are strong.
Tomorrow at Revolution Books. Revolution Books.
What is that?
It's a film, sir.
Ah, it's a film?
Film.
Oh, about what?
Well, right there. There's the title.
Find out what you can do. Direct action, more than just voting.
Oh, the tickets we just asked for a Canadian donation is usually $1. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. If you're also interested as well, like, you know, you gave us 2. You can have a paper. It's got some of our perspectives. We discussed Me Too. We discussed the program. She has paper. Yeah, thank you. What? No, that's not our paper. This is our paper. Look at that graphic design. I think that's beautiful.
Look at the colors, man.
Yeah.
The colors of theirs are all dull. Ours are beautiful.
Well, they are. Especially this guy, Lenin. I recognize the guy.
Would you like to pick up one?
No, I'm talking about Lenin.
Yeah.
Well, what is he doing here? In America, Lenin, really?
Yeah,